Okay.
So here we are setting up for a big green egg, making pizza evening. If we look down here, I've had to fill up quite a lot of coal because this thing eats coal when we're trying to do pizza. It's got to be really hot. So at the bottom we've got coal all the way to the top of the lower area. I've got the deflector, I've got a grill, and now I'm going to add on a regular pizza stone. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and heat this up to at least 400 Fahrenheit or so, and it's going to sit there for a while because you get the best pizzas when the whole egg is completely hot. So not the first time it hits 400, but you sit there for, I'd say, a good 15 minutes before you start cooking. So in terms of setting, well open on the top. And in fact, here's the tip: if you're doing pizza and you want it to stay open, turn this around, and then when you open the lid, see this? It will tend to stay open and not go closed on you. So there we go. We're going to leave that about half open. At the bottom will be about half open, and that'll be enough for us to get up to temperature. So I'll come back when this is about 400, and the next thing we're going to do is probably start to look at how we prepare the dough. Okay, now we've come inside to see what we're going to do to prepare the dough. This is a plain pizza dough from Trader Joe's, costs about $3. And over here we have cornmeal, which is going to help us out. So my willing assistant here is laying out some cornmeal, and it's about 10 or 15 minutes before we're going to start cooking. So this dough needs to come up to temperature to work best. It's really icky, as you can see. Yee. So how are we going to turn this into a decent pizza? Let's find out. But the first trick here, straight out on a big board, onto cornmeal so it can't stick. Okay, well let's go straight to toppings. And our other favourite here is pineapple for the Hawaiian pizza. This is a really lovely fresh pineapple. So we're going to chop that into small chunks. And I can almost smell the sweetness coming off this. Okay, so lovely sweet pineapple. Probably won't need more than this for the rest of us, but sometimes it's nice to actually roast this pineapple in big green egg. Get a bit of caramelization on it, and it's like you're in a home churrascaria. Okay, so here we are about 20 minutes later. This is how we make pizza. So we pre-prepare everything, and the way we do it is we're going to put the dough straight on the pizza stone in here, and then we literally put on the sauce, the cheese, the toppings. Here you can just store-bought a cheese mixture, pizza sauce. The rest of this is fresh. We typically pre-cook the mushrooms and the sausage, so we know that everything is going to be cooked at the same time. And there's the pineapple you saw earlier, little prosciutto and ham. Over here at the big green egg, you can see that we're about coming up to 400 degrees, so that's about the time we can start to cook. If you touch this, yeah, the whole thing is hot now. So we're going to be ready. If I have a quick look inside, there's one hot pizza stone ready to go. Okay, let's go inside and start on the dough. Alright, so now we get to handling the dough, and as you can see, this has been out now for about 15 to 20 minutes, and we're going to get ready to stretch and make the first pizza. So what do we do? For the typical pizzas we make, we get about 4 pizzas out of a Trader Joe's bag. We like to make them small and thin, quite Italian style, as you're going to see, hopefully. So here we are cutting up the dough into quarters. It's still on the cornmeal. Alright, let's continue. So here comes the first one being prepared to go onto the big green egg. A little bit of cornmeal out onto the surface, just to cover it up so it's not too sticky to handle. And we're starting a hand stretching. Of course, for the expert, this can be tossed up in the air, but we don't have any experts in this house. So continuing to stretch it, start to see it getting bigger. Now think about the big green egg. We're looking at about a 12 to 14 inch round as a full size one. What we actually do is 2 half sizes, so we can have them coming off every few minutes. There we go, let's have a look at that shape. You won't see anything that appears to be a circle, but there we go, it's being stretched out. You don't want it too thick because you've still got to cook it, and we want that pizza stone to do its work pretty fast. And I think that's now about ready. Let's take it outside. So the dough's coming out, so we're going to make a pizza as quick as we can here. And getting ready with the sauce. Here comes the dough, straight down on the hot pizza stone, as you can see. We're going straight to the Trader Joe's pizza sauce here. It's going to be not more than 1 or 2 dessert spoons. I'm going to do 2 on this one. You can see we're getting that out towards the edges. Quite Italian here, so not too much sauce. A little bit more for luck. Alright, so then switching to cheese. Good handful here going on. And there we go. Depends how you like them, but you can see this is setting up to be a thin pizza. A little bit more, and that's about enough for our style of pizzas. Now we're going to go to toppings. This one is going to be a sausage pizza, so you can see we're constructing this right here on the big green egg. Why? Because it's really difficult to move pizza dough around and slide it onto one of these things. So here's sausage, maybe a little pineapple, because some people in the house love pineapple with their sausage. And there we go, closing down.
Yep.
The first pizza always takes a few more minutes, so this has been in about 5-6 minutes, just to see how she's going. Oh, that's beautiful. Cheese starting to cook nicely. I'm going to make sure that this is able to move. And actually what we're going to do now is also put a second pizza on. You can see it's just about here. That's probably going to take another 5-6 minutes to cook, but going very nicely. Let's see how pizza number 1 is going. That's pretty much cooked actually, but let's have pizza number 2 straight in, please. And now this is the fun part of getting a second one on to the egg. Yes, we've done this before. So I'm going to give this one another 2-3 minutes to make sure we have a nice crusty pizza. But here we go again. Again, we're going to use probably just a couple of tablespoons, dessert spoons of pizza sauce. Spread it out towards the edges. Try not to spill it as I've done here. There we go. Catch that. Over to the...
What is a dessert spoon?
Over to the cheese. Get that going. And the hotter the pizza stone is, the better this thing cooks. So we often find the best pizza is about pizza number 2 or 3, which is why we leave the thing to heat up longer. So I think the request was a ham and pineapple, some sort of a Hawaiian variant. So here we go. This is lovely fresh cut ham. And this is fresh pineapple and service. I think we're going to ask for the serving tray to come out, and we'll call the first one cooked. But before I do, let's have a look underneath it. And let's have a quick look. Here you can see underneath it, nice and crispy. And off she comes. Done. First pizza. Okay, let's just have a look underneath one of these guys. So you can see a little bit of colour, but it's nice and crispy. And there's the next one cooking. This should be about 5-6 minutes from here, and then done.